Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Stina, and today I will be talking to you about my Kindle Oasis. I received this as a gift from my beautiful husband on our wedding day. It was something that I had really wanted, and I've read so many books, and I was like, okay, I can make like a book review channel. But before I do that, I think I should definitely talk about the Kindle Oasis, because that's just what I read on all the time. I used to read a lot of physical books, but they honestly just get expensive and they're just hard to carry, and everything's already technologically advanced anyways, so I might as well just hop on that train. And I'm a big Amazon user, so it's okay, this just seems like the right thing for me. So yeah, let's hop in. So this is the Kindle Oasis. I believe I have the 7th generation. It has the little indent on the back. I have a case on mine, but it has a little indent for holding. You can flip it however you need to. I like it. I like that it's kind of heavy on one side because it's not so thin that it falls out of your hands. You know what I mean? So if I have it leaning, the weight and the gravity leaning it this way, it makes it easier to hold in one hand. So I really do enjoy holding it in one hand. It makes sense for me and to me. I'll take mine out of the case so you guys get an idea. So this is the back, and then you can see where there's a little bit of weight, and then you can just hold it in one hand and the weight just automatically keeps it. Even right now it's on the edge of my fingers, the weight's just keeping it there. And then there are these little buttons that let you move from page to page, so it's pretty cool. I like the design of it. I think it's very, very clever. A big part of the reason why I wanted this Kindle was because it's flush against the screen. I don't like any big bulky indents or anything. It just makes it hard for me to turn pages. So here I'm just going to give you a whole bunch of pros and cons of what I've noticed while using it over the past couple of months. I do like that it has the paper look. You can see how this looks like a page. Let me try and just turn on the screen a little bit. It looks like a paper. Everything looks like paper. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, it just all looks like paper, which is cool. I like that. I do kind of wish there was some color though. I don't know if it could be paper but colorful, the same effect, if you know what I mean. But I do like that, and I do like the way that the screen feels. It does feel almost kind of it's matte, so it does feel almost like paper or like a page. But yeah, I don't know, I like it. It's anti-glare, but not really anti-glare. You can still see a glare, but it's not a flush, shiny surface, so it's not reflecting into your eyes. I haven't had any problems, especially reading out by the pool or anything like that. I've never really had any problems, so I don't mind if there's a slight reflection. I mean, even you can see that reflection right there. Yeah, it's okay though. It's not that big of a deal in my own personal opinion. And then I do really like that design, like I said, just holding it. I've noticed that when I'm reading at night though, I was kind of curious because I've never had a paper-like screen. I've always used the Kindle Fire or my phone or something like that. And I didn't know what to expect. It's interesting because when you open a book, here's just a random book. When you open a book and then you go to your settings and then you turn the brightness up, when you're looking at it at night, it is very, very bright. It's almost like a screen. Surprisingly, when I'm reading at night, it doesn't hurt my eyes. But I find that it is almost too bright even at its lowest setting. So I'll bring it down to its lowest setting. You can't really tell a difference. But at night there's a backlit screen. It's still too bright in my opinion. I've changed it to a black background so that it doesn't give as much light. But I wish that the background kind of became darker and less bright, and the actual words itself, the white parts of the words, became brighter, if that makes sense. It's hard to read at night without seeing like the screen on your face. Like, you know, when you're holding a phone at night and there's a big reflection on your face, I feel like I still get a big reflection from this just because it's still very tablet-like. I wish that the brightness really focused on the words and not so much the backlit screen. I don't know if we're there yet technologically, but that would be really dope if so. Also, this is very, very expensive. I believe my husband paid over $200 for it. Honestly, I don't think it's worth $200 just because it doesn't really do much. Like, it's not a tablet. You can't go on the internet with it. You can't do any of that, so that is pretty expensive. But at the end of the day, a lot of the reason why I wanted this model compared to the Paperwhite or something like that is because I wanted certain features. Like, I did want like the flush screen where there weren't any indents, and then I did like how it held in my hand, if that makes sense, and I did like the finish. I'm also the kind of person who likes to get like top of the line stuff and then keep it for a really long time. I don't like to buy cheap and then have to get rid of it the next year because it's just underperforming. So I did want something like that. But yeah, overall, like, I don't think it's worth the price. I would say if you're wanting to get it more into reading, get the Paperwhite or something different. It is a little bit expensive. Also, the way that it runs is interesting. It's not how I expected. So, for example, I'll turn off the screen. See how it flashes? I'm gonna show you, like, turn it on. See how it flashes and then like that, it has like a white screen. I don't know if it's the processor or just the way that it is, but when you're like reading at night, for example, seeing that white flash in your face is really annoying. It like bothers me uncontrollably. I don't know how else to explain it. So it's like, that's one thing that bothers me. It's just like the transitions are very just like abrasive almost, and I'm like, okay, well, can you like not? So I don't know if it's the processor. Also, when you're going to look at like a review or something on a book, I'll just pick a random book, okay? See how it takes time to pull it up? Like for like a $200 and something book, like I think that's a little much. But also when you're moving, it doesn't move flush. It moves almost, Aspen, stop. It moves almost like pages, which is cool because it's supposed to mimic a book, but I want more of that tablet effect for the price where it moves not chunky, but in a very flush way. I don't know if that makes sense. So that's just something that I've kind of noticed. That's really like most of my main cons, but overall, I do like that. I mean, all Kindles have this, but this is just something that I like. I do like having Kindle Unlimited. I find that just about every book that I'm interested in is on Kindle Unlimited, and honestly, if there isn't one on Kindle Unlimited, then I'm not gonna buy it anyways, or I'm not gonna use it because I'd rather just rent one for free. And I know that there's thousands of other books I would like more, so I might as well just like stick with it. It's $10 a month. Honestly, that's totally worth it in my opinion. I mean, most books, just one out of a trilogy. I love trilogies. They're like, what, $17? Like, that's insane. And you're wasting so much paper. Just, yeah, it's not even worth it. So that's just my own personal opinion. I do like that it doesn't really hurt my eyes. I really appreciate that. Aspen, stop that. This is Aspen. Yeah, baby. I do like that it doesn't hurt my eyes. Honestly, like, reading at night, it is hard to read with the way that it's lit, but like, my eyes don't get tired in the same way they do looking at my phone, so that's good. And then the battery life, it's good if it's in standby mode, if that makes sense. So it'll be on standby for like weeks, I would say. But when you're reading consistently, also depending on your brightness, when you're reading consistently, the battery goes down pretty fast. It does charge pretty quick, so that's definitely a plus, but I wouldn't say it's as long as they say it is online, but it's definitely decent. It's good. It's not gonna die in a day, that's for sure, but like maybe 2 or 3 days and you're having to charge it again. It's kind of irritating. Like, I took it for a 2-day trip to Texas, and fully charged, I thought it would last me, and it didn't. So I just pulled up where I left off on my phone and just kept reading that way, but because I didn't bring a charger cord with me. But yeah, so it's not gonna last you forever. You can't go camping without, you know, a charging outlet or an extra battery pack for it if you're gonna be reading consistently. But overall, I don't think it's worth the money, but I do think the design and the way that it feels is worth getting it if you have extra money to spend. But there's absolutely other options, and like comparing and contrasting, they're gonna do essentially the same exact thing as this would do, so might as well go a little bit cheaper. I am so grateful for this. I do use it all the time, so thank you, my beautiful husband, for getting this for me. But if you're on a budget, absolutely just get the Paperwhite or something like that. Save a little bit of money. Totally not worth it to spend a little extra money unless you're wanting to burn some money. But yeah, that's just my personal opinion. I hope you loved this video. I'm going to be doing some book series reviews and just thoughts and opinions. So if you have any books that you want to recommend, I am a quick reader. I love to read, so just let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye.